Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, and on this edition of Coach's Corner, we speak with cross-country head coach, Pohai, Larry Degan. And Coach Degan joins us now for a wrap-up of regionals. It was Saturday in Broken Arrow, and first of all, really challenging course. You had some meets there that were flat, and this was anything but. Tell us about the regionals and the setup there. Of course, everybody runs the same course,
Right.
but still, that's extra challenging, wasn't it?
It was, but like I say, everybody ran the same course. But it was a beautiful setup. It was across the street from a middle school there in town, and they let the grass grow up real high, and they mowed the paths, so it was very easy to follow. And it was a beautiful course. It was just there were a lot of long inclines, and we ran the last two races on flat courses. But like I said, everybody ran the same course. Our kids ran well. We just didn't run well enough to qualify this time. But I'm proud of the kids. They did a good job.
Well, they do a lot of work. Of course, these athletes are not only working their tail off, getting ready and performing out there, they're working their tail off in the classroom as well. But Coach Degan, it's got to break your heart a little bit when you see kids that have worked so hard that have the talent and the ability to take it all the way to state and go even further. But for whatever reason, circumstance, or what have you, it just doesn't come together. And with regionals and the way it's set up, this is it. It comes down to one day, doesn't it?
It does. It comes down to one day, and we have athletes that run really good times, and then maybe they're facing an injury at the wrong time, which would be regional, and that keeps them from being able to go to state. But it doesn't diminish what they've done in the past. It doesn't.
Right.
They've worked hard and they've done a great job, and every kid steps out there and tries to do their best. I mean, that's what they do, and I'm proud of them. I always tell them, regardless of what your time is, if that's the best you could do today, then I'm happy, and I really feel like they do that, and they give it their all, and then that's all you can ask.
Tell us about some individual performances, if you will, at regionals. Yeah.
Well, we had two freshmen that performed really well. Hannah Jennings, in the girls' race, she was one spot out of qualifying as an individual. I mean, it was like 4 seconds, but
As a freshman.
And
Wow.
more than that, Hannah had an injury early on, and it kept her from being able to train the way she wanted to. Pretty much kept her from being able to train. Recently, about halfway to a little past halfway through the season, she got to a point where she could train again, and so. Realistically, she was from here to the wall from qualifying, and only was able to train about half the season. So we're really excited about her.
Wow.
She's got a bright future. We're looking forward to that. In the boys' race, another freshman, Justin Thompson, he was 2 or 3 spots out of qualifying as an individual. But he's a really good runner, and he's just going to get better. And we've got other kids that are doing well, and the younger kids that are coming up, and they're starting to understand what we're wanting from them. And with our new website, we're going to be able to communicate with them more during the summer,
Sure.
With workouts and nutrition information, those things, and just try to build a culture of kids who are looking to the future and understanding that between now and then, we've got to get these things accomplished, because it's not like a football team. You can go in at halftime, make adjustments, and come out.
Right.
And maybe you can stop that
Right.
option. In cross country, if you don't do it back here all the way forward,
Sure.
you're not going to be able to do it at the end. So we're just trying to build that culture and help them to understand how important it is to start plenty in advance preparing for the races during the season.
Absolutely. Well, regionals brought the Pohai cross-country season to an end, and Coach Degan, seniors. Can you highlight some seniors for us?
Well, I'll tell you,
You notice a smile comes over his face when mentioned the seniors. They're special to you.
They are. They really are. And this group, I'll tell you, I don't know what more a coach could ask than to be around the kind of kids that we had this year. The seniors, they were really great leaders, and we're just going to really, really miss them. But a couple of them at least are going to have opportunity to run in college if they choose to do that, and we're excited about that. There's just some kids in there, some personalities, and just some just some great kids. I hate to start naming names because I don't want to leave anybody out, but
Right.
but they're that senior class. We're really gonna miss them, and you know, it's not just them, but it's their parents, and you know, you can see so much in a student when they're highly motivated. Oftentimes, they have parents that are just so supportive, and they're there for them all the time, and they're helping in any way they can, and you can see that in what's happened with our booster club. The parents have really gotten behind that and built it up, and it's going to be a exciting situation the next several years because they've really got it going the right direction. And we've got our banquet coming up on the 7th. That's going to be an emotional night because we've got to send those seniors on, and that's, we don't want to do that. We want them to stay.
Right.
Anyway, it's been exciting. It's been fun to have them, and we appreciate every minute we had with them.
Yeah, as a coach, when you get those calls from colleges that are interested in some of your athletes, are those some of your favorite phone calls?
Oh, they are, because I just can't say enough good things about them.
Right.
You know, and I say, I probably feel different about this student than you do, but once they meet them, some of the kids we've got this year, once they've met them and they see what they're doing in the classroom and the times they're running and just the people that they are, they're even better people than they are runners. You know, and that's the kind of person these coaches are wanting, because you hear these stories all the time. You read the newspaper, hear the news about these college athletes getting in trouble, doing all these things. These seniors that we've got this year, those coaches aren't going to have to worry about that. That is not going to be in the equation. They're going to go to wherever they go, and they're going to work really hard in the classroom and do a great job there, and then enjoy the opportunity just to get to run. And so these coaches are going to enjoy them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Coach Larry Degan with the Pohai cross country team, off season now. What's that look like for your athletes that are coming back as far as training? Do they take a little time off when you're running? There is no such thing as taking time off, is there?
There's no off season. I mean, you've got to continue to run, and any runner out there can tell you that they can lay off a day or two. And it's not like starting over, but it kind of feels like it for a little while. We'll have an off season. A lot of our kids will go on to basketball or track or different things that they do. And the other kids will stay there with us, and we'll do some off season things. We'll do a lot of core work. We'll continue to do running, but we'll also build what we need to do the rest of the year and be able to communicate with them through the website, that they can just get on the website and do that. You know, I noticed it's on the app. If you've got the school app, you can go on there and just go to athletics and click cross country in there.
It's amazing.
It's really, really nice, and
nice.
it makes the communication much easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up November 7th in the Pohai Commons, it is the Ponca City High School cross country banquet. And Coach Degan, if you could talk a little bit about the kind of support that you've had from parents and boosters, really getting behind this team, getting behind these athletes and these kids, and they're helping put together this banquet. Couldn't do it without them. Right.
We've had mothers that have been at every meet taking pictures, and I mean pictures of every runner from 6th graders to seniors, and they've got a plan together, and they're going to decorate, and it will be very, very nice. It'll be memories it'll last a lifetime for all of us, but especially the kids. But the parents have just been incredible, and I just couldn't ask for much more, for any more from them. They're willing to do whatever it takes. I've always told them it takes all of us working together to make this right. And I don't have to repeat that. They understand, and they just get in there and they do everything they can do, and it's just it makes our job much easier. We can just coach them and take care of them, and they take care of all the other stuff. And it's been great, so I'm just very happy.
All right. There's Coach Larry Degan. Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it
very much. Pohai Cross Country. And that's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Join us again next week, and thank you for watching.